on up, I would like to now welcome on stage for outstanding contribution to cinema, Stephen Woolley and Elisabeth Carlsen. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So you were sort of in the minority in that you knew you were going to win this award. You could prepare a speech.
They all knew we were going to win as well.
Yes. How long did it take you to write this speech then, knowing that you had all this time?
Well, I don't know. I think speech preparation might not be the best thing. I think maybe spontaneity is better, because you get so fixated on it, and then you want to rewrite it, and then you don't want to thank everyone, but you want to thank everyone. But I don't know.
We knew a couple of months ago. I think I wrote the speech every morning walking to work. It takes me an hour to walk to work, and I rewrote it every morning.
Yeah.
So by the time Bill's introduction was so heartwarming and moving that Guy got a bit stymied, so it wasn't quite as relaxed on stage as I would hope to be.
I was sent into a stupor with all the praise.
Yeah. How gratifying is it to be recognised for your work when you're possibly not always sort of front and centre?
Yeah, we're invisible usually. It's usually other people's egos, so it's nice to have a little bit of ego stroking every now and again. But to be honest, we're collaborators. Film is a collaboration. Mm-hmm. Tonight's about honouring individuals, but really, every single movie is a mixture. It's like a recipe. Mm-hmm. You get a director and a writer and cast and crew and the editors, and everybody sort of contributes. So we don't really make McDonald's. So we make different films every time. Mm-hmm. So it's lovely that we finally, someone says, "Oh, we saw them all back to back, and it's great. Thank you." And so we're very thrilled to have won.
I think also, you just get your head down and you do your job, and people will say to you after the fact, "Didn't you know?" But you don't know. And it was very cool to be here tonight at the start to see people like Richard E. Grant. I mean, I remember when that script was around a long, long time ago. I remember when The Favourite was around in a different incarnation before it was even the BFI at the UKFC. And, that's what makes it so completely addictive, is it's such you just don't know what's going to happen. You all set out to make a great film and one that resonates, but it doesn't always work that way, and it's thrilling when it does, and it's thrilling when you get recognised for your efforts, the good and the bad.
When you look back over your career so far, are there any seminal moments that really stand out for you?
So many, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, the success of The Crying Game was something that was unpredictable and had no idea that would work, and the Company of Wolves was also, and so many moments really when both of us, or either together or on our own, sort of things just happened. As we say, it's a very unpredictable world. I mean, there were lots of people we wanted to thank, and one of the people that inspired me was a guy called Howard Koch, who was a film producer, an old Hollywood film producer, and he said I'd still keep making movies. He was in his 90s because cinema, it's just always a different animal. Actually in his 80s, I think. And it is true, seminal moments are there all the time. Every movie you make is a different adventure. I can see everybody's really watching the other winners. I'm like you, I'm wondering who else has won.
What did?
For cinematography. I'm glad. I'm pleased about that.
Cuarón. Yeah, I think this year in particular, I mean, it's sort of a seminal moment because I think, I was just saying to someone, I'm not saying we're at the end of the road yet, but obviously we've been around for a while. And it used to be that you were around for a while and it was a young people's game and it was sort of over. But what's so exciting for us is we really are, and I think it still is the dawn of a technological revolution. And so there are so many different ways of telling stories, so many different outlets for those stories to be seen, and so many different types of stories that are being told. And that really, I mean, when I look at The Crying Game now, that was made 26 years ago, I realised just how groundbreaking that was. But now you look at tonight and you think it's really quite extraordinary. And that's very exciting for us to think that all of this talent out there from all of the different places around the world and from places that were the margins that are now coming into the centre, it's great. It's fantastic.
Well, congratulations again, and thank you so much for joining us.
Cheers.
Thank
you.
Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey